At the turn of the 20th century, both Pennsylvania Railroad's main passenger terminal and its enormous freight yards were located in Jersey City on the waterfront. Immediately adjacent to each other, the freight area was just north of the passenger terminal. One of the landmarks from the freight yard days is the Hudson and Manhattan Powerhouse, which is visible in this freight yard photo and still exists to this day. Here's the powerhouse as it presently appears. The Pennsylvania Railroad's Passaic and Harsimus line went from Newark over the Passaic and Hackensack rivers and then eastwards to Journal Square in Jersey City. The pink dotted line then shows how the line continued to the passenger terminal at Exchange Place, and the Harsimus stem line, indicated by the green dots, branched off from the Journal Square area heading to the freight yards. Elevated tracks heading down a street, which is today called Christopher Columbus Drive, carried the passenger line from Journal Square to the Exchange Place passenger terminal. The photograph here shows those tracks being dismantled in the early 60s, as the passenger terminal ceased operations in 1961 and was unfortunately demolished. As far as the Harsimus stem leading to the former Pennsylvania Railroad freight yard, we again show its route with dotted pink lines. A number of supports for the railroad trestle that was part of that stem exist to this day and are visible from the area of Division Street and Newark Ave, heading westward to the stem's origin in Journal Square. And in a manner of speaking, as they sometimes say, as we get into the weeds, which we do as we head closer to Journal Square, we see another long disused and partially dismantled stem branching off from the Harsimus stem, and this latter stem used to continue on northward to join up with a freight line which is now used by the Hudson Bergen Light Rail. This trestle over Newark Ave is part of that northbound former stem, and the trestle has actually been out of use for many decades. Please subscribe to this channel and like if you enjoyed this video, and see you next time on Randolph's Rants.